Hello to everyone. Hello, all chess fans. I'm Grandmaster Farrukh Amonatov with you, and today is the third day of Fide Youth Rapid Super Final. And today we will check boys section under 10 and girls section under 10 also. So thank you for Fide, International Chess Federation. Thank you for Chess Federation of Georgia, Georgian Chess Federation, and Georgian Chess Club 64 for this great event. So let's start, and we will start as I said, boys category under 10. Leader of this event under 10 is Vaz Ethan, and we will start watching first his games, and second place. Sharing between Erdogmus and the Schneider Elan. They have 3 points. Vaz Eaton have 3.5 points after second days, after 4 rounds. So let's check. And it was Eaton by white color today. First game of today. He playing against Dao Kong Du. So e4 c5, and he played c3. Very interesting. d5 capture, knight f6. Wow. Even like this, young generation playing. I will take on d5 or by my queen without any thoughts, but Dao made a bit surprised his opponent, who is leader Vaz Eaton, and he played knight f6 d4 and knight takes d5. I'm not sure that it's so great, honestly, but as we know nowadays, is very important to surprise your opponent and make some, maybe not unlogical, but some surprise moves. So maybe it's fine. What was then after that, Ethan simply played knight f3. Honestly, I thought that he will take pawn on c5, but he played knight f3, and simply he following main principles of the openings. He's simply trying to develop his pieces fast. He thinks bishop e2, and also not sure about bishop e2. Maybe slightly, but better to develop bishop on d3, where he will stay a bit active. But okay, Ethan played bishop e2, capture, and he took by pawn like this, and giving chance for the opponent to develop his bishop with a check, bishop b4. Dao playing really very fast and strong, in my opinion, absolutely correct move. So after that was bishop d2, Dao took on d2, and now Ethan is thinking. Now leader of this event is thinking, and he trying to decide how to take on d2. He have option between 4 moves: king takes, queen takes, knight f3 takes, and knight takes d2 from b1. Of course, it's a joke. Mostly he's thinking to take by queen or by knight. So looks logically take by queen, and after that develop knight on c3. Yes, 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 and he did it. He took queen takes d2, short castle, and knight c6. So we're waiting knight c3, and okay, we getting position with isolated pawn. It's one, but without dark square bishop, which is not so bad maybe for white. Okay, position approximately equal. I can't say that the white have advantage. Okay, playable position also for Dao. Let's will check some other games. Erdogmus are sharing second place with Schneider Elan, and they playing, and it's really very important for for both of them, because they fighting for top places. So Ilan is white from Argentina, and Erdogmus Yagiz Khan, I think from Turkey. So let's quickly we'll check from the first moves: e4 c5, Ilan is white, and knight c3 e6, f4 d5. So transposing in some kind of mix Sicilian and French defense. Bishop b5 check, bishop d7 capture, queen takes, knight f3, d takes e4. Wow, right now Not sure that it's so good, but okay. Knight takes knight c3, d3, knight h6, perfect. Erdogan's developing his knight really very well. He trying to bring knight on f5, where he will block f4 pawn and some ideas to occupy d4 square. Bishop e3, Ilan played. Pawn is hanging on c5. Yagis Khan played simply b6, saving his pawn, and queen e2. Ilan showing that he is ready to fight, and I guess he planning to make a long castle. Wow, so interesting, so interesting. So he want uh to beat our opponent in this game. Very important, like very important decision means that his opponent also in a good form and going well, right? And usually against opponents who going well, we trying to be slightly solid. But Ilan not care about it, and he trying to fight, and he played queen e2. What was then after that? Yagis Khan played knight f5. Okay, bishop is hanging, and Ilan played bishop f2, so it looks logical, absolutely, and bishop e7. And now, as the critical moment of the game, Ilan trying to decide what to do with the king. Go in the long castle, and it means that it will be really very big fight, and probably only result game will be here. A result or win or lost will be here, or maybe better to play solid, to make short castle, and slowly, step by step, try to outplay opponent. Let's see. He's thinking now, and let's check third game in this category. Nguyen Huang Min against Adiga Satvik. These players not going well yet, but of course still few rounds. Let's see. Maybe they can start to win some games, and will be also in top 3. So Nguyen Huang Min against Adiga Satvik. Okay. Let's quickly will check. D4 knight f6, c4 g6, knight c3, bishop g7, king's Indian after e4, d6, bishop g5, like this. Petrosian variation. Wow. Castle and f4 immediately. Very aggressive, very aggressive. C5, and now white pushed his pawn on d5, so trying to make as maximum as possible space. Okay, very interesting game. And now Adiga spending time already. He thought something like 6 minutes in this moment, and played h6. H6, so Nguyen for sure will play bishop h4, because take on f6 looks bit not accurate, because after that dark score bishop will be really very strong without opponent. So waiting bishop h4 in this moment, and I thought that Nguyen automatically will play bishop h4 without any thoughts, but he thought some few seconds and took on f6. So again, I was wrong. So but anyway, in my opinion, it's better was to keep dark square bishop on the board. He took on f6. Bishop takes f6, bishop takes f6, and now this position on the board, and Nguyen is thinking. So probably he will develop his pieces like knight f3. But now I'm not sure, because even the bishop f6, I thought he will play automatically. But yeah, okay. So he played knight f3. Knight f3, e6. Adiga playing absolutely correct with better development. With king on e1, black trying quickly open opponent king. So looks absolutely normal and logical. Okay, so we'll leave this guys, and we'll check girls category under 10, whereas the leader is Preobrazhenskaya Diana and Paragua Megan. These two girls is the leader of this category. So I think first we will start from them. So Preobrazhenskaya Diana playing by black color against Akbari Rosha, Iranian star. He played really well in, as I remember, in the World Championship. But in this tournament, okay, for now she's not going well. But okay, just it's only middle of the tournament, so still she have a good chances to fight for some top seat places. So Akbari Rosha is white, and I see a Neisdorf, my favorite opening on a board. Anyway, we'll check from first moves. E4, C5, knight f3, D6, A6 now. Wow, it's something special. you know, I'm approximately, I don't know, approximately 35 years I'm playing this opening from black side, and never I saw a move like this, like in this moment. I mean, in A6 right now. Maybe it's I don't know what to say. But okay. Akbari Rosha played H3, capture knight D4, and it's transposed in a normal Najdorf with H3. E5, knight B3. Wow. Knight B3 is very rare move, but some players playing like this. Usually, knight going on E2, but in this game, Akbari Roshal decided to play knight B3, bishop E6, and bishop E3 like this. Bishop E7, queen D2, castles, long castle, knight C6. Wow, knight C6. Usually it's set up knight going on d7, but Diana played knight c6, and after g4 she's thinking, and she thought some few minutes and played b5 like this, b5, and after g5 she's trying to make some decision. So knight is hanging. And what to do? Go on h5, bit risky, because after bishop e2, knight will be hanging, and knight f4, for example, we can capture, takes, and we can play h4, and pawn on f4 will be weak, and probably black will lose this pawn. Yeah, it will be really very tough to save it. Yes, and if she will play knight d7 in this position, for example, like this, so white can think about knight d5, and knight on d5 staying really very well. And if black will take on d5, we're capturing by pawn, and knight on c6, you see, misplaced. He's attacking by white pawn, and he need to leave somewhere. So for Diana, it's really very tough decision now. I think Akbari Rosha played really very well in the opening, so she got good position. Let's check. Oh, they made some few moves already. Knight h5 she played. Diana played knight h5, and now, okay, now we have a choice between bishop e2, as I said, and something else. Maybe king b1, maybe knight d5. Okay, Akbari Rosha played already. Oh, sorry, knight d5 directly. Interesting. So she's threatening to win a pawn on d6. As you see, she wants to take on e7, knight e7, queen e7, and queen takes d6, winning simply pawn with pair of bishops, or white getting really very good position. Wow, so good. And it's a very dangerous position for leader of the tournament. I think Diana got really very big problems in this game. So let's see. And the second game which I want to check, it's a game of Paragua Megan. She also leader. She's sharing first place with Diana, and she playing against Li Tai Huang An. Paragua Megan is white, and right now this position. Wow, so interesting how it's happened. I'm trying to understand. Okay, no need to discuss. We'll check from the first moves. d4, d5. Paraguay Megan is white. Knight f3, knight f6, b3. Okay. So when you are 10 years old, so every move is possible in my opinion. Yeah. b3, e6, bishop b2, bishop e7, e3, castles bishop e2 like this. Wow. As I remember from childhood, Pillsbury tried to play this type of setup, but with bishop on d3. He tried to play something like bishop d3, after that castle, after that knight e5, and bringing pieces on the king side, like queen f3, queen h3, f4, like this. But Megan decided to keep bishop on e2. Not sure that it's so great, but okay. She's leader. She know it better than myself. Okay, knight bd7, castles, c6. Come on, Lee. So passive, so passive. Why not c5 going forward? Knight bd2, rook e8, c4, knight f8, and knight e5. Yes. Bishop d6, f4, knight 6 d7, 6 d7. Wow. c5, bishop c7, b4, f6, knight d3. Absolutely well move. I like it. Megan, no chess principles. When we have a space, when we have more territory, we're trying to keep pieces on a board. So for this reason, she played simply knight d3, queen e7, a4, e5, capture, and now she's thinking, and let's we'll think together with you also. So what's black threats? Of course, black planning to take our pawn on d4. It takes d4, looks a bit dangerous. Pa, 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 pam. Let's think. ed4, and our bishop on e2 is hanging. So it's really very unpleasant threats, right? So what to do? Can we play aggressive? What do you think? Can we play aggressive? Can we push our pawn on e4? I don't want to save my position. I want to fight. So, and why I'm so brave? First of all, because it's not my game. Yes. And the second, the rules that when you have better development, you simply trying to open position. No, but it's too risky. If he will take, I can't take on d5 because my bishop is hanging on e2. But looks nice, honestly. e4 looks nice for myself. Okay, so maybe any other move. Let's say, but which move? Maybe bishop h5 to provoke g6 and then bishop g4. Like this, maybe we can play. Okay, maybe even like this. So bishop h5, attacking rook and threatening to play maybe bishop f7, g6, and now bishop g4, like this. Maybe this position is not so bad for white. Oh, but wait, they made some few moves already, and Megan ignoring all my words, and she pushed her pawn on b5. Wait. But ed4 is coming, no? ed4, queen takes e2, black winning immediately. Only move probably bishop takes d4, but after that knight e6 is coming, no? Not sure in this position. I think both leaders in big trouble now. Yeah, after knight e6, knight d4 one threat, and second threat take on c5. Wow, it's not so good. It's not so good in my opinion. Okay, let's check what she did. Li Tai, sorry, b5 was in the game. Oh, she played simply queen g5, like this. But why? If you played e5, looks bit unlogical. So for me, like if I push my pawn on e5, so it looks logical to take or to push pawn on e5 on e4, right? But to play queen g5, not sure. But okay, let's will be slightly not so serious. I mean, it's like young ladies, only 10 years old. So what we want to see from them. Okay, so perfect. Queen g5. I see threats, so I'm making move. Perfect. Why not? E3 is hanging, so white need to save this pawn somehow. Even I don't know how, because rook f3, e4 is coming. Maybe e4 we can push my idea right now like this. d4 is cool for us because after knight e4 we gaining tempo, we're attacking queen. If she will take by e pawn, then we can take now because queen e3 check is not so dangerous now, right? Give me 1 second, please, 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 please. Uh, Hello again. Sorry for some technical problems, but I hope it will be fixed right now very fast. Yeah, sorry once again. So after queen g5, we stop watching in this moment, and white played very interesting. She took let's check. Queen g5. It wasn't the game. e4. She pushed her pawn forward. D takes e4. Knight takes e4, of course. And after that was wait. What happenings? What happenings? What happens? Wow. b5. Queen g5. She. Oh, I missed. I thought she will push her pawn on e4, but she played d takes e4, d takes e5. In my opinion, it's a big mistake. Queen e3, king h1, knight takes e5 looks absolutely well. Capture, and simply black is pawn up. Oh, two leader of this tournament is losing in this moment. So it's really very interesting now. After bishop takes e5, and one more mistake Paragua Megan made in this moment. She attacking rook, but after bishop takes b2, queen saving rook on e8. It's so no words, like it's really very interesting moment. She missed that black queen saving rook on e8. Of course, Lee took on b2, and now Megan have a big problems in this position. Simply, black is easily winning. Yeah. From one side, I'm a bit sad because leaders is losing, but from another side, that it's really going interesting tournament. As yesterday, if you remember, also was same situation. Two leaders was in big pressure from other players. And the third game, we'll check also Guna Vardana against Alana Minakshi. So it's really very. Oh wait, it's also looks already girls playing really very fast. In 30 minutes, they already have a fixed advantage or fixed winning position. So let's anyway quickly we'll check this game also. E4 c5, knight f3 d6, d4 takes, knight f6 a6, bishop e2 e5, knight b3 bishop e6, castles bishop e7, king h1. Perfect. It's the best move in this position. Who knows this theory? King h1 is the best move. Castles f4 takes. Not sure that we need to take because we're helping for white to develop his bishop in one move. But okay, bishop takes f4, knight c6, queen d2, knight e5, rook a d1, queen c7, knight d4. All these moves. Oh, bishop d7. Not sure. Bishop g5, b5 takes, and after knight d5, black position looks really very bad. So queen is hanging, bishop is hanging. After probably she will play queen d8, but after rook takes f6, game is over, no? Rook f6, pawn takes f6, and simply queen h6 going there. Knight f6 with checkmate on h7 is coming. So knight g6 probably, but after rook f1, game is over, no? Yeah, looks like this. Easily winning position. Knight f6 is coming. Black cannot save his pawn on f6. Yes, of course, she can push her pawn on f5, but after, I don't know, ef5, looks like easily winning position. So, waiting from Gunawardana this option. And we'll check quickly. We'll check quickly, and she took by knight. Okay, anyway, of course, white position almost winning, but rook f6 was much better. Knight f6, pawn takes, and she played queen h6 right now. Yeah, of course, anyway, position is easily winning. Rook f6 is coming, and any move is fine in this position for white. Okay, so it's really very interesting games today. So we'll follow it. We'll check boys how they going. So first we will start from Was Ethan, leader of a boys category under 10, and he playing against Dao Kwang Dui, and position is looks equal, but I like slightly, but I like black position because weakness in white position, isolated pawn. So black slightly but better in this moment. Nothing special, of course. It's only one weakness, but anyway, Dao is a pressing leader of this category. Let's check other games. Ilan Erdogmus, Schneider Ilan Erdogmus Yagiz Khan. Even this game is also very important. They sharing second place, and it's really very big fight. We'll check. We stop watching after bishop e7, and in this moment, Ilan start to thought a lot. because he tried to decide where to make castle, short side or long side, and I see that he made long castle. Rook c8, g4. Going forward, knight have d4, bishop takes d4. Mm, okay, knight d4, bishop d4. Um, if you remember two moves ago, he played the bishop from e3 to f2. He saved like this his dark square bishop, and now he capturing on d4 by bishop immediately. So maybe it was a bit unlogical to save there. Maybe it was better to make castle immediately. But okay, never mind. So bishop takes d4, c takes d4, knight b4 is coming. So Ilan played a3. Bit risky because it's giving target for black pawns, for black pieces like b5, b4. But same time, I can understand Ilan because knight b4 is coming, so he decided to prevent it. Queen d5. Again, threats queen a2. He played king b1, queen b5. Erdogmus, Yagis Khan making threats by every move. A bishop takes a3 is coming also. And now Ilan pushed his pawn on c4. Very c4, d takes 3, and knight takes c3. So opposition, and knight takes c3, and now Yagis Khan is sinking. So this is critical moment of the game. Queen is hanging, and what to do? Looks like normally we need to play queen b3, but suddenly after knight d2, queen is trapped. It's really very funny. Queen is trapped on b3. So then we need to keep somewhere queen a6, queen a5, queen c5. Three squares we have, but with queen c5 not bit logical because always some d4, d5 is coming, some rook c1 is coming, and queen will be hanging. So I think Yagi is thinking between two moves, queen a6 and queen a5. Between two these moves, he's trying to decide what to play and how to play, which move to choose here. Not so easy. I like honestly queen a5. I like queen a5 because I'm keeping in my mind some possibilities like bishop takes a3, pawn takes a3, and queen takes c3. So I keep it in my mind. So queen a6. Queen a6 from another side, that okay, making slowly pressing on d3, and okay, maybe preventing any d4 ideas. But okay, so Yagis is thinking. Let's check a sword game. Sword game Guyen against Adiga, and they reach this position. As you remember, Nguyen played very aggressive and he took on f6. And this moment he took his opponent knight, bishop f6, knight f3, and e6. It was in the game. And we stop watching from this moment, bishop d3, and e takes d5. E takes d5, c takes d5, bishop g4. Castles c4. Wow. Wow. I like how Adiga Satwik playing. Pressing by every move. Making threats. I like it. I like it so much. Bishop takes c4 and queen b6 check. Immediately. Rook f2, because after king h1, queen takes b2 will be there. So Nguyen played the rook f2, and simply Satwik won exchange. Bishop f3, queen f3, and bishop d4 like this. Very nice. Very nice. For 10 years old player, it's, in my opinion, very great even. Knight b5, take, knight d7. Knight d7, knight d7. Oh, I got it. So like this, he saved his pawn on d6. I meaning that if black will take on f2 directly, after king f2, pawn on d6 is hanging, and knight c7 is coming. So for this reason, Adiga played simply knight d7. And now white cannot win a pawn on d6 because after knight b6, knight d6, black simply playing rook d8 and two pieces will be hanging. Knight on d6 and bishop on c4. If we will push pawn on e5, he can take on d6, rook d6, e d6 and knight c4, immediately winning the game. So very nice. Even here, Adiga played really very well. Knight d7, and now critical position is like this: knight d4, rook a c8, rook d1. Yeah, right now this position. So black is exchange up, but white have an extra pawn and very nice center. So we can say that maybe white have some small compensation for exchange up, but nothing special, honestly. Yes, some compensation, but not sure, because black pieces is well. So I need to play simply queen c5, a6, b5, and after that I can start to go inside, or maybe queen a5, a6, b5, something like this. So it looks like Adiga is really very well in this position. So let's continue. Agbari Rosha against Diana Preobrazhenskaya, and Agbari Rosha playing against leader of this category against Diana, and we stop watching in this moment after knight d5. I memorize this position. So Diana took on d5, takes. Agbari Rosha took by queen. She took by queen. Not sure, honestly. Not sure. Like, mm, how to say it? Okay, like, I can understand this young generation really very strong and know a lot, but still I can teach them slightly something. So means that if you Rosha, maybe later you will check this video, you will listen myself. So just if you have possibility to make worse your opponent knight, do it immediately. It's always will be profit for you, always. So of course you need to take by pawn just to attack this knight and force him to go back on a7 or b8. Always it will be really very well for you. Queen takes d5. Yes, of course, I understanding that you want to keep weak pawn in his position, and d6 pawn is weak. It's true, but right now pieces is more important. Means if you have possibility to make worse your opponent piece, just do it without any thoughts. But okay. Knight b4 was in the game. Queen d2 and d5. Diana playing absolutely correct. She's trying to keep knight on really very active square. Agbari Rosha took on d5 and immediately rook c8. c2 is hanging. So after c3, and now this was position, and Diana played queen d7. So in my opinion, absolutely well. She trying to play for attack. Generally, her position, of course, not so great. Knight on h5, not so well. Knight on b4 right now, not exactly is saved. And if somehow white will keep his king on b1 or something like this, knight will be hanging. So king b1 right now is not so dangerous maybe for black, because queen f5 is coming, but even after queen f5 position is not well. But anyway, I like how Diana playing on this position. So right now Rosha is thinking this is this position on a board right now, and yes, of course. Anyway, her position is really very well, and she can beat leader of the tournament. And second leader is Paragua Megan. Let's check her game. I remember that she missed that queen saving rook on e8, and she played bishop h5 in this moment. We stopped watching in this moment. Of course, she can take on e5 and play this position. Yes, pawn down, but okay, pawn down only. But she played bishop h5, and it was really very big mistake. Her opponent took on b2, and suddenly queen saving rook on e8. Then She played bishop f7, okay, checking h8. After that, she took, queen takes, and queen f3 with a simple idea to checkmate. Of course, moves like this must be bad. Bishop f6, rook e1, queen g6, knight b3, knight b3, knight b3. Okay, maybe somehow we can bring our knight on a5, and at least we're pressing our opponent pawns. h6. Li Tai playing really very solid. Move by move, she trying to improve her position. h6, bishop g4 now, takes 6, and b6. Yeah, 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 yeah. Knight c6, and she took on c5. Yeah, looks easily winning position for black. Queen a3, Megan played, and knight d7. Yeah, last piece was on a fade, was not so good, and now even knight is really very well. So what to say? What to say? It's okay. Still they playing. What was then h3? Bishop is hanging. So Lee played a bishop f5, knight e7. So black took on e7 for sure, bishop e7, and probably we're waiting rook e7. Megan is thinking, yeah, no, she took now. Rook takes e7, so I'm waiting knight f6, no reason, because pawn is hanging on c5 and pawn is hanging on a7. So what I'm waiting? So waiting maybe bishop e4. Bishop e4 with a simple idea to checkmate on g2. Yeah, I think position is losing. Absolutely, absolutely. For example, if white will try to save something like rook at g1, and after that I can play queen d6, I'm saving all my pawns, I'm saving my knight, rook is hanging, rook f7, and maybe I can. Okay, I can remove this rook also, like bishop g6, rook somewhere, and after that I can improve my position. Maybe knight e5, maybe I can start to push my pawns. Yeah, position is totally losing. And let's check timing. 6 minutes of Megan, and against 14, almost 15 minutes of Lee. So everything is fine for Lee in this position. And third game, Gunawardana against Alana Minakshi. And as we see, yes, Gunawardana still easily winning position. But anyway, let's check. After queen h6, we stop watching here. Alana simply played rook c8. So she not care about her pawn on f6. Gunawardana took bishop g4, rook d6, one more pawn, queen e7, and now Gunawardana is thinking. So about what she's thinking now, can I take on g4? Yeah, I can. I think I can. Why not? Knight, bishop g4, knight g4, and simply knight f5. Counter attack. You're attacking my queen, I'm attacking your queen. Why not? And second threat, I'm threatening to checkmate. Not only knight takes e7 threatened, other threats is queen g7 checkmate. If black capturing on h6, or of course knight e7 with a check, and after that I'm capturing rook. Yeah, position is totally losing. And one more option, if black will try to keep queen like this, after queen g5, white winning a knight on g4, and it's also over. So I think Gunawardana will win a very easily this position. Let's check once again Akbari Rosha game. Oh, Diana sacrificed her piece. Okay, how it's happened? Okay, so Rosha played king b1 after queen d7, and now Diana took on a2. Why not queen f5? So Yes, I can understand Diana. She decided that, of course, I can play queen f5, but after bishop d3, capture, 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 simply white is pawn up and central pass pawn, easily winning position. So she decided, I will try to get some counterattack. Yes, maybe I will lose, but at least I will lose in a big fight. So for this reason, she took on a2. Big respect, big respect. I don't know this girl, but I'm feeling that she's a really, really very big fighter. So only my respect for her. Knight takes a2, king takes a2, and b4. With a simple idea to play queen a4 check and win a knight on b3. And for Akbari Rosha now, not so easy. Yes, of course it's winning, but during the game it's not so clear. You know, queen a4 is coming, b takes c3 is coming, and it's not so easy, honestly, to make decision. Maybe king b1, for example. Okay, looks like human move. We're leaving our king from a2. After b takes c3, b takes c3, for me it's absolutely unclear. Queen a4 I can play, rook b8 I can play. So I love even Diana decision to take on a2. Very nice, very nice. And what about Megan? Megan, wait. What happened? Where's the c5 pawn? So after, yeah, okay, Lee played bishop e4. We discussed about this move. Her opponent played rook f2. Rook f2, rook f2. Can I play rook f8? I can play, but not necessarily because Lee played knight b6. She lost a pawn on c5, but trying to checkmate, like some idea to take on to take on h3. So she played queen g3, and now Megan is thinking. Still, position, of course, is really very bad. Rook c8 is coming. Queen takes h3 is coming. I think Lee will win also this game very easily. So let's back in the boys section and let's check how they playing. So was Eaton a lone leader in this category. He have 3.5 points. He made only one draw in 4 games, and he playing against Dao Kong. And now this position, his last move was Queen e4. So was trying to trade the queens and save knight endgame, but knight endgame even will be slightly better for black. No, it's not means that of course it's losing, but slightly better anyway. What about queen takes c2, king takes c2, and knight f4 immediately attacking pawns on g2 and h3. Only move is knight e1, and after that we can fix these pawns like g5. Looks maybe not so bad. It's one option. Second option, of course, Dao can keep queens on the board also. He can play queen f4 check. He can play, I don't know, something like queen d7 or queen b7 is also possible. Why not? So, yeah, very comfortable position for him. That's a first. Second, he have 9 minutes against only 2, okay, almost 3 minutes. 3 times he have more time than his opponent. Very good for him. And very interesting for Tony situation, because a lone leader, and if I don't know, but lose, some other players can reach him. So it will be very interesting also. Let's check other games, and very important game, as I told already a few times, Schneider Elan against Erdogmuz Yagizkan. These two young players have a 3 points. One's 3.5, and these two players have a 3 points and playing between themselves. So let's check, and looks like white is really very well. It's not means that it's winning, but just only white is well. Because his piece is slightly more active than black pieces. And see, oh wait, it's black to move. I thought white to move, and knight b3 is coming. We'll make some simple move. Let's say h6, for example, and now b3 to queen is trap. Queen is trap, and easily winning position. So now is critical moment of the game. Again, critical moment, of course. So Yagis need his queen. He need to save his queen, but he can do it. Okay. Even I don't know, honestly. Okay, maybe rook e8. Gain some tempos. It's always must be well for us. And if white will play queen d3, even rook e3 I can play, right? And if, let's say, we'll try to keep still your queen on this diagonal, maybe I can sacrifice my rook on c3, and I'm getting really very dangerous counter-attack, counterway, maybe queen a3 or queen c3 looks absolutely black. So what else white can do? So I think we need to play rook e8. Yagis, what are you thinking? I don't see any other moves for black in this position. Knight d4. Okay, knight d4 also. One more option, but after queen d3, I'm not sure. But wait, knight queen d3, rook d8. Can I play? Oh no, because after rook d8, I can capture, and anyway knight b3. And black cannot take my knight because rook is hanging 8. Yeah, of course, I mean he can, and it's only move as a way white winning a queen, but queen d8, this position is totally winning for white. Ooh, very interesting. Elan trying really very hard, and he have a really very good chances. I don't see any other options. How to say it? Knight, but okay, knight b8. Of course, I don't want to play knight b8. So maybe only move rook e8, right? Okay, let's check. And Yagis made a move. Yagis played knight e7. Knight e7. So it means that he's sacrificing his queen. So I can't win I can win a queen right now, knight b3. Interesting. And also I can make a move with my rook somewhere, rook e5 or rook h5 somewhere, right? Huh. Interesting. But what's idea? Idea, as I think, he planning to take on c3, right? Takes, and knight takes d5. So for queen, he getting rook and the bishop, and slightly weak king. d3, a can agree with him. Very interesting. So for Elan, very now to save his rook, but where? Rook e5, rook g5, rook h5 to keep rook on the 5th rank, and again against rats knight b3. So maybe rook looks well for myself. I'm threatening to take knight. I'm threatening to play knight b3. Both moves is fine for myself, right? Very interesting. And let's check what happens then. Oh, he played rook d7 like this. Aha, same idea. But rook d7, I was a bit worried that now fifth rank is not pinned, so I can take on a3, right? Maybe it's not hard, at least it's one more option for black. For this reason, I thought to keep my rook on the fifth rank. Okay, what was then? Yes, yes, Yagis took on a3. So right position, rook e7, bit risky because we can take on b2. Bishop and queen takes c3 is coming, and it looks like easily winning game for easily winning position for black. Okay, let's I will show you why winning position for black, because for example king b1 we can make a check, king a1 and check on a4. Very important. Why it's very important? Because if king b2, it's a forced check, rook c2, king b1 and queen a2 checkmate. And if a king b1 anyway, I can play rook c2. I'm pinning knight and with simple threats to checkmate queen a2. For this reason, rook takes e7 is too much, is too risky. So white need to play something like knight b3 or knight c4, I guess. Knight b3, knight b3. No, knight b3 is not so good. Knight b3 is not so good because after queen b4, I'm attacking your knight on b3. And it's one option. And second option, again I'm threatening to take on b2. Wow, it's so complex position. Or even for myself, if even I will play classical game, it will be really very tough. uh I need to calculate so many options, so many possibilities. But can you imagine, ladies and gentlemen, we're looking games of 10 years old players. 10 years. Can you imagine? It's they they so small. They still so small kids, and they playing so great. I'm really very enjoying of these games. So, and let's check what Elon played. Sorry. No, no. He played knight c4. So good, so good. And I think it's only move, and he finds this move. Yeah, he spent a lot of time and only 2 minutes on his clock, but anyway, it's really very strong. Brilliant, Ilan. So knight c4, queen b4, and simply he took knight takes a3. So simply pawn up. Oh, sorry, piece up. Piece up. What was then? And then rook takes e3, but queen takes e7, and not time to take on a3, right? Okay. So then he played rook c5, but position is easily winning for white. White need to make some move, rook d1, rook e1, and start to attack black king. So I think it's easily winning position. Yes. And how he played? And he played rook d8. Wow. Uh, know what to say. Ay. Oh, it was last chance for Yagis, and it's working right now. Rook c1 and black winning queen. Rook c1 is coming. Come on, oi. Elon, you have 2 minutes. You can think. What's the reason to be so fast? You played so great till this moment, but you missed your queen. Come on, oh my friend, it's so sad. It's so sad. I'm really very upset for you. I'm not following and supporting Yagis. Just I don't know him, but even I don't know yourself, Elon. But oh come on, so sad, so sad. Oh, it's so big present for Yagis. Uh, Yes, and of course he played rook c1, and of course he winning a queen on e7. A rook takes c1, and black simply took on e7. Yagis, I'm sure absolutely that he's really very happy in this moment. Queen takes e7, rook f8, and simply queen f8. Yes, 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 and now black is absolutely winning. Queen and plus extra pawn for only knight and rook, and so many weaknesses in white position. So of course, still it's a big fight. Still, it's a big battle. But now black only trying to win this position. Wow, it's really a very big. It's really very awesome, interesting to see. But same time, I can understand Schneider, Elon, uh, feelings that it was so winning position, and in one move you're losing your game. Oh, so sad, so sad. And let's check third game. The third game between Nguyen against Adiga, and now this position on a board, and Adiga simply is rook up. uh, yes, yes, yes. Oh, yeah, true. It was winning position. He was exchange up, and okay, slowly, he reached this position. So Adiga is winning. Now he need to save his rook somehow. Queen e5 or queen f6, something like this, and looks like easily. I don't see any problems for black in this position. So let's check how he played. He played Queen f7, very solid, yes. Nguyen made a check, and now King somewhere, King h8 or somewhere, King h7. I don't know, somewhere, King h8 or King h7. He will play, and yeah, with Rook up, Adiga Satvik, I'm sure, will win easily in this position. So let's check girls' games. They playing also very interesting Akbari Rosha against Diana Preobrazhenskaya, and now this position, and as I see, Rook and plus one extra piece of Akbari Rosha, and easily winning position. So anyway, as I told that I'm respecting Diana. She tried not to play passive, not to save her position passive. So she decided to sacrifice material, but with some chances to make a complex on a board. So sometimes it's not working, but I'm respecting that she tried. She tried, and it's really very good. Um, and what about Megan position? Oh, Megan lost already. Megan lost already. Li Tai won her game. She won leader. Let's quickly check this game. End of the game. So, yes, we stopped watching after Queen G3, and I said that two threats: Queen H3, one threat, and second threat is Rook C8. Yes, yes, yes. And what Megan did in this moment, she played the rook c7. So she preventing a rook c8. But what about pawn on h3? What about pawn on h3? So probably she's sacrificing. Rook e8, queen c3, and now bishop g2 is coming, right? Bishop g2, rook g2, and rook e1. Yeah, I think it was in the game. Yes, yes, and bishop f3 simply. King f1 and queen h3. And here, Paragua Megan resigned. So very important game was for Li Tai. She won leader of the tournament. And third game, let's check. Gunavardhana won against Alana. So her position was easily winning, as we remember. And let's check, she did it or not. Uh, she thought long time in this moment. Yes, yes, she did it. She took on g4, knight g4, and she played knight f5. Yes, after that, it's easily winning position. Her opponent took yes, her opponent took on e h6, knight e7 and knight c8. Yeah, this position no need to discuss. It's easily winning position, and Gunavardhana won this game. And result already Akbari Rosha game. What? What? Preobrazhenskaya Diana won? How? What happened? Timing or what? I don't know. I see result. Preobrazhenskaya Diana won. Maybe she resigned and something wrong with the results. Looks like easily winning position for white. Maybe it's some wrong result. So let's check boys how they playing, and already they have some results. So Ethan is still playing, so we will check him a bit later. Nguyen against Adiga. Nguyen lost his position, yes, with Rook up, even myself, very strong. And what about Ilan? Ilan lost, yes, and Ilan, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. Sometimes it's happening. So it's a rapid tournament. So I'm sure that in classic this position you will win easily, but in rapid sometimes it's happening. So still you going well. It's not a so big problem. Still a few more rounds we have, and you can show your best a bit later. And the winner is Erdogmus Yagis in this game. And let's check was Ethan game. So still isolated pawn on d4, but now looks like white don't have any big problems in this position. So he's threatening to play d5 to trade his weakness, and after that it will be absolutely equal position. Sorry. Wait. It's black to move, and black can prevent it. How? Maybe knight b6, maybe knight f6. Knight b6 not so pleasant because a5 is coming. So for this reason, we're waiting knight f6. We're waiting knight f6, and after that, yeah, of course. Yes, of course, he prevent d5. Yes, I'm agree with this, but is it possible to win if, let's say, if I will wait only, let's say, king c4, and I will keep my position like this? I'm not sure. So I think still is a leader. Once again, I will repeat, he's going 3.5 out 4, and now after Ilan lost, Yagis have 4 points, 4 out 5. And if Waz will make a draw in this game, they will share first place. Okay, it's very interesting now. It's very interesting now. So let's check how Dao played. Yes, he played. Okay, even sometimes I can find uh players move. So he played knight f6. Ethan played king c4. His opponent played king b6. King b6. King b6. Can I push my pawn on d5? Oh, it's too much. Takes. King a5, and the very fast black will push his pawns. Okay, so not necessarily. Our aim, our target in this game to make a draw. I think Ethan, it was his thoughts, and he played king b4, preventing any king a5 ideas. His opponent played a5 check, king c3. Wow. And knight d5. Okay, knight d5 closing absolutely position. And I think Dao also want to make a draw. He made a check, take, and this position. No way for king to go inside. So what was then? King d3, king c6, g4, take, uh, take. capture, yes. And now now it's a so big barrier, like no anyone cannot go inside. So this position was equal and they agreed for draw. Very interesting, really very interesting round. And even in boys section, and even in girls section. Oh, we'll check once again girls results. uh no, still it looks like Akbari Rosha lost her game. No idea why. Maybe fair play commission working or something. No ideas. We will know it a bit later. So let's check some other games which is running maybe now. Girls under 18, Ismail Malak against Isadze Tamari, and now, okay, it's Rook up, no? Rook up simply, no, of course, it's easily winning for white. Ismail Malak will win easily this game. So let's check some other games. Kalichava Akaki against Harshavardhan, and now, wow, very complex end game. So rook and knight, and 2 pawns on a board, right? Okay, so white to move. Kalichava Akaki trying to press his opponent in this position. His pawn on h6 at least. His pawn on h6. Can I push my pawn on h7? Yeah, I can. Why not? I can, but after rook h8, what can I do? Knight h6 check, king f6. Okay, let's check. No need to calculate. So can I push my pawn on h7? And what now? I calculated one option. I will show you. Rook g5 looks natural move, making check. And if white will play king h6 again, I can repeat our position after rook g6 and then rook g5. So only move is king h4. If white want to play rook g4 check, it looks like black winning on knight with a check. But after king h3, suddenly black cannot stop my pawn and new queen is coming. So maybe like this white can play, but after rook h8 I don't know what to do, because knight is knight can make a check on e3, but then king going on e4, attacking rook, attacking knight, and pawn on h7 still is hanging. So it's not so great. Knight h6, we can make a check, but after king f6 or king e4 even, yeah, even after king e4, I'm not sure that white can save both pieces, rook and pawn on h7. So it's not so great. Then what to do? How to play? Honestly, I don't know how to play. uh, Maybe knight f2, something like this. Not so nice, but what's else? Okay, we'll check how Akaki played. And he played rook g3 like this. Rook g3. In my mind, even not came a move like this, honestly. We're making our rook so bad, no? We're making our rook so bad. So, knight e3 is a threat, right? Rook g5 check, king h4. Not sure. And what about... Wait, king f4 is coming. Yes, and it's happened in the game. And now I calculated rook g1, but after rook g5 check, white losing his rook. Only move is rook g2 probably. And what you will do after knight f3? No, knight f3, h7. It's a mate. Oops. Akaki Kalichava missed this idea. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Even he was 4 minutes. Come on, Akaki, what you doing? Why? You has 4 minutes. Just you need to sing. Oh, come on. And maybe something else there. Rook G3, King F4, and Harshavardhan made this move. Maybe some other possibilities. Knight F6. Knight F6, Rook H, Rook G3 is coming, and nothing special there. It looks easily winning for black. Wow. So, what to say? I don't know what to say. In time pressure, of course, all of us, we're making mistakes, of course, but it's always sad what to say. You can play very well full game, and in time pressure make one mistake and it's going in a really very bad situation, very bad position. And it's happened, if you remember, in the previous game which we looked, Ilan against Turkish player. And same here, Kalichava Akaki against Harshavardhan made so bad mistake, Rook G3, and after King F4, his position is totally losing. Let's check what was then. Sorry, no. I see Rook C3. Yes, Rook C3, he played. And Harshavardhan simply won a knight for free, and especially with the checks, it's really very important. Check and check again on G4. King H5, again check, and probably knight F5, and game is over. He resigned in this position. So very, very interesting game, honestly, and what to say? Yes, for some of players it's really very sad. For some of players it's really very big glad. So let's uh, we'll not support anyone. We'll just enjoy the games of the players, and we'll make some small break. Don't leave us. After some few minutes we will continue. Follow us in YouTube, follow us in Chess24, follow us everywhere, and if you will make some comments, if you will make likes for us, it will be really very big pleasure. Don't leave us. See you a bit later. Hello again, I'm Grandmaster for Amonatov with you, and right now we'll start sixth round, and I want to check honestly very important games, boys category under 14, and games between Olenik Kampa against Gurel Edis. Gurel Edis is the leader of the tournament. He have 4.5 points out 5, and only he have so many points. And second place is Ansat Aldyar from Kazakhstan. He have 4 points. Other players going not so great. So this big fight between Gurel Idis and Ansat Aldyar. Gurel Idis playing against Olenik Kampa, as I said. He's black, so we'll check first his game. E4. Olenik played, c5, Gurel played, knight f3, e6, c4, wow, knight c6, knight c3, and it is played knight d4 directly, so preventing white pushing pawn on d4. And Olenik played knight e2. Very very interesting. I'm not sure that it's so good, because like, what's the reason to make double pawns in his position immediately after knight takes f3? But okay, just gentleman's trying to surprise the opponent, and he played knight e2, and even he played really very fast this move. So it is took on f3, gf3, and simply knight e7. So looks logical. Again he trying to develop his knight, maybe on c6, maybe on g6, and from g6 he also will be very useful, because from g6 he will have some possibilities to jump on e5, on h4. So looks really very interesting. Olenik played d4, capture, and now AD's move, and he's thinking how to play. So looks absolutely natural to play knight g6 and keeping knight on g6 square. Let's see some other game, because now it is thinking. So we'll spend a time for Ansat going on the second place, and it's also very important game for him. He playing against Makridis Dimitrius. Let's check from the first moves. E4, c5, the most popular opening in this great event. Fide online use super final is Sicilian defense. Knight f3, knight c6, d4 takes, knight f6, and knight c3, e5. Sveshnikov, knight db5, d6, bishop g5. Still, all this move is a theory, and it's a long theory. Knight d5, bishop e7, takes, c3, knight e7, knight takes f6. All these moves are both players played really very fast. d5, queen e2, pawn takes e4, bishop takes e4, rook b8, and g3 now. So honestly, I'm not big specialist in this line, so no idea of this position, but looks like absolutely normal for black. I don't see any problems for black, so looks like bit equal. Okay, Dimitrios move now, and queen c7 immediately, and Aldyar played short castle. So what to say about this position? Oh, probably black need to play something like f5, short castle, bishop e6, something like this. And okay, yes, double pawns, and his position black king is weak, but nothing special. One queen cannot to create something really dangerous on the king side. So looks like absolutely equal position. And third game between Navuminka Mihai against Dei Shahil. Dei Shahil is black, Navuminka Mihai is white. So last white move was d4. Anyway, let's check from first moves. We'll respect our our players, and we'll check our full game. c4, e5, g3, knight c6, bishop g2, g6, knight c3, bishop g7, and e3, like this. Knight g e7, knight g e2, d6, castles, bishop e6, pawn is hanging, so Navumin Kamehei played b3 simply, castles, bishop b2. Bishop b2, queen d7, and right now d4. So with a simple idea to push pawn on d5 and win a piece. So what black can do here? So one option is the bishop h3 in my opinion. Second option to take on d4. So we'll see how Dey Shahil will play in this position, and he took on d4 immediately. And now on Navumin Kamihei, I have a choice between two moves: take by knight on d4 or take by pawn. Logically, looks take by pawn is more logical. I mean, with the same idea to play d5, and if black will play d5, then maybe we can play knight f4. Again, attacking pawn on d5, and if black will take, of course, we're winning material after d5. Something like this, I think white need to do in this position. So for example, I'm waiting move only like it takes d4, because knight d4 not sure that it's so good, because after trades takes, and black fixing pawn structure like d5, I don't see any problems for them. Even I prefer to play for black this position. So still Navumin Kamihei is thinking. Okay, let's check what happenings in Olenik game. It's really very important. Gurel Idis is leader, and of course always big attention for leader. So same in our uh, online observe. So yes, he played knight g6, bishop e3, bishop b4 check, and white simply played king f1. Hmm. Oh, not sure. Not sure about Oleinik's setup, but what to do? Maybe his position is not so great, and he trying like this to make a complex on a board. Maybe he planning to play f4, h4, maybe something like this. Yes, maybe he is right. In a worse position, we're trying to make some things, to make some like some logical maybe move, some sacrificing. So he feeling that his position is not so great, and he trying to play like this. Okay, why not? And let's check also girls category under 14. Give me 1 second, please. I want to check how they going. I checked, but honestly I forgot. After fifth round, Contreras going on the first place, 3.5 points, and on the second place, Gael Zoka. So Contreras is first, 3.5, and Gayal is 3, and 2.5 points to two girls, Savita Shri and Guyen Lin. So these four players very close. We'll start from Contreras. Game she playing against Shri Savita. She's black, so leader is black. E4 c6, d4 d5, takes, bishop f4. Wow, even like this we can play. Savita playing bishop f4 immediately. Usually, as I know, white trying to play bishop d3 first. Why bishop d3? I will try to explain. As you know, in white, let's say, uh, white pawn strategy means openings where where we're trying to make our pawns on the light squares, like French defense, like Caro-Kann. The main problem of black is a light square bishop. And in this option, why we're playing bishop d3 first? Because we're trying to prevent easy development of light square from c8. But when we're playing bishop f4, of course, black can develop his bishop very easily on f5. So, okay, maybe some details, even this young lady is not understanding yet. c3, knight f6, knight f3, and the black simply develop his bishop on g4. Knight bd2 e6, bishop d3, bishop d6, takes, h3, bishop h5, castles, rook e1, queen c7. Why queen c7? No idea why. Queen c2, rook fc8. Okay, now I see threats. Knight b4 is coming. So Savita played rook c1. She saved her queen. Bishop g6 is a typical idea in these type of positions. We're trying to trade the light square bishop, capture, and simply queen d3. So keeping queen on a better square, d3 square slightly, but better. So I don't see any problems for Contreras in this position. So simply she can start preparing, pushing pawns on the queen side, like rook b8, b5, a5, and something like b4. For for Savita, it's good to play maybe something like knight e5 to keep knight on the central square. And if black will take by pawn, like this, d takes e5. So, but generally, of course, position is absolutely normal for black, and even for white is also normal. So let's say this position approximately equal. And the third game, between Gael Zoka. She's going on a second place against Alexandra Shvedova. Gael 3 out 5. So this position now on a board, and the last Alexandra move was knight bd7, and now Zoka is thinking. She trying to decide what to do. She need to decide with a knight, take on d7, or somehow to leave from e5, or maybe support knight, something like bishop f4 or f4. Oh, I don't know, honestly. For me, it looks absolutely natural to play f4. f4, and if black will take my knight on e5, I will take by f pawn, something like this. But let's see how Zoka will play in this position. How Zoka will play in this position. And third game between Kleimenova Victoria against Nguyen. Kleimenova Valeria is white, and this position, her last move was rook knight c3, and now Nguyen is thinking. So, okay, e5 is the usual plan in this position for black, but e5 may be a bit risky now because after capture, knight d5 is coming, and white starting disturb black center in this position. So for this reason, maybe no need to push pawn on e5 directly. Maybe we need to make some improving moves, like some developed moves, maybe bishop d7, maybe rook a e8, and only after that start to think about e5 or maybe h6 g5. So I see position like this. Yeah, not so easy, like some bit close position, and it's so many plans for white even, and for black also. Here even we can play a5 somehow to stop white pressing on the queen side. We can play directly h6 g5 g4. We'll wait how Nguyen will play. And before they thinking, let's check Gurel Idi's position, and the leader is pressing his opponent. His queen on h4. And as I see, when I see a position with queen on h4, if I'm black, for sure, it's always giving me some some dreams that I can checkmate my opponent. So same story here. So last white move was knight e2. What's the reason to play knight e2? Okay, I got it. So simply he's saving his pawn on c5 because bishop c5 is coming, and white simply played a knight e2, saved his pawn like this. So I'm a bit worried about black pieces rook a8 and bishop c8. So mm, so I'm trying to develop my piece. Maybe rook d8 and d6 or d5. Maybe like this. But rook d8, rook d8, rook d8. Of course, he will play a3 or queen d4, and he remove our bishop from b4, and after that, it will be really very tough to push pawn. Yes, I see that white king is not so great. Rook on h1 is not so great. But same time, our pieces is also not developed. So it's not so easy. It's not so easy decide how to play here. So it is thinking. But you see, Alenik playing really very fast. And even in a worse position, he playing really very fast. He have almost 23 minutes against 15 minutes of EDs. Wow, interesting. But honestly, usually it's like this. If you're playing fast, you're pressing by by time, but same time you're losing by position. So we need to make a balance, press and by time and press by position. It's not easy, of course, but we need to try to do it. Okay. So Gurel Idis is thinking. Let's check Ansat Aldiar position. So Ansat we stopped watching after queen c7, and Aldiar played short castle. His opponent played bishop e6. Okay. Oh, okay. Very nice move. Very nice move. So, of course, Dimitrius understanding that Aldiar want to improve his knight. Knight on a3 is not so useful. Of course, we need to improve him. But how he can do it? He can make knight c2. But right now, after bishop e6, white cannot play like this because bishop c4 is coming and black winning exchange, or or at least forcing white to trade his but wait, what's the reason? Can I play f5 first? Yes. I forgot honestly about bishop d3. Yeah, f5, attacking bishop leaving somewhere, and after that bishop c4, and black winning exchange up, and with exchange up, he's really very fine. Bishop d3 is not possible because after e4, white losing his piece. So for this reason, after bishop e6, Aldiar understood all these thoughts, all these things, and he simply played rook fe1. Perfect. But why rook off? Rook on e1. Why not on d1? Maybe he keeping d1 square for his second rook. Yeah, maybe he right. Rook on e1 is useful because black planning in some moment to push his pawn on f5, and after, let's say, bishop somewhere, pawn on e5 will be hanging. Even maybe directly we can leave, let's say, bishop g2, and black cannot to push his pawn on f5 because pawn is hanging on e5. Okay, very deep. I really like it, Aldiar. Rook fe1. After that was castles, knight c2, and king h8. King h8. King h8. King h8. Let's try to understand this move. So what he want to do? He want to bring his rook on g8 to make a rook in front of white king. Okay. um Yeah, maybe he's right. We need to push our pawns on the king side, like f5, f4 maybe, and our rook on g5 will be really very useful. Okay, done. Dimitrios, I like your move, honestly. I like your move. Okay, Aldiar is thinking now, and it's time to check our third board, game between Navumin Kamihei against Dey Shahil. As I remember, we stopped watching after this position. Black took on d4, and Navumin Kamihei start to sort here and will leave this position. So, and now and he took on d4 by pawn. Yes, it's absolutely correct. His opponent Day Shahil played bishop h3, d5, knight e5, bishop takes h3. Wow. Wow. It's so scary, no? Queen coming on h3. Come on, Mihai, you're so brave. You're so brave. Yes, I know that chess players with really very brave heart, but not so much. Not so much. Okay. Take, and simply black's threatening to checkmate in two moves. Knight f3 checking, h1 and queen h2 checkmate. So much. So immediately we need to remove his queen from h3, and Mihai playing knight f4. Shahil played a queen d7 back, and now king g2. Okay, king g2, king g2, king g2, king g2. Why king g2? What's the reason to play king g2? What is the reason to play king g2? Maybe he was worried about g5. Let's say, we'll make some simple move. I don't know, a4. And maybe he was worried about g5, knight somewhere, and again queen h3 with a simple idea to play knight g4 and queen h2 checkmate. Yes, it looks not natural because no, maybe it's also, yeah, maybe it's not so bad. How we can prevent knight g4? f3 not possible because knight is hanging. If we will take on g7, knight g4 is coming, so it's not so pleasant. Yeah, looks really very scary. Okay, got it. And for this reason, he played king g2. So he preventing any black's ideas with queen h3. Okay, nice. Then Shahil pushed his pawn on h5. Um, I don't like moves like this. Really, I hate moves like h5. If my rook on a8, if my rook on f8, like, it cannot must be well. Believe me, Shahil. Later, maybe when you will listen myself, and I know you will listen myself, just, I don't know. No, I'm not sure that, okay, h5, what it's giving you, like, yes, even if you will push your pawn on h4, it's nothing special, right? But very important that your rook on a8, your rook on f8, your knight on e7. In my opinion, it's better to improve your pieces first, and after that, you can start to think about some moves like this. Some moves like this. Okay, h5 was in the game. Knight d3, knight f5, take. Mihai, when you have a space, okay, I'm not commenting, I'm teaching now. Mihai, when you have a space, try to keep pieces on a board. Don't exchange pieces. Your pawn on d5 on his territory, you have a space. Keep pieces on a board. It's very important. When you have a space, it's very easy for you to make maneuvers. You can bring your pieces on the king side, on the queen side, everywhere. It's very easy. But for your opponent, it's a bit tough. No space, And knight d3 must be well. Believe me. But okay. And what then? D takes e5. Wow. Wow, it's a big surprise for myself. I thought black will take on e5 by bishop without any thinking. D takes e5 even. Wow. Not sure. Not sure. Very interesting. Okay. So Mihei is thinking. So what we can do now? We can keep our knight on e4. Then we can play queen d3. After that, rook a d1. You see, you're following my words. And after that, when I develop my pieces, and after that, I will go forward. c5, d6, c6, something like this. And you know, it's really very easy. Now it's very easy to play for white. Not sure with this decision. Okay, never mind. Let's check our girls games, how they going, and we'll start from our leader of this category under 14, Contreras. So she playing against Shri Savita, and last white move was h4. h4. So looks natural move, honestly. It's typical plan in this type of positions to play queen g5 and h5, like this. We're opening h5, and after that g3, king g2, rook h1, queen h8, checkmate. let's I will show you on a board. Let's say black will make some simple moves. Queen b7, queen g5, queen c7 again, h5, capture. Let's say again queen b7, g3, again queen c7, king g2, and after that we're going rook h1, knight g5, and starting to play for attack. And it's really very dangerous for black. So, and what Contreras will do in this position. And honestly, I like this situation. Means if leader of the tournament, of the event, having some problems, it's making interesting tournament. You know, if she will win all the games, so it's what the reason. Yes, we know that she is strong and nothing else, but when it's some playing there, some fighting, it's making make me really very glad to see okay, to see some fight between the players, between participants. Okay, so let's check how she played. Oh, okay, just she ignoring any ideas of white and trying to get her own counterweight on the queen side. Yeah, looks absolutely natural. So I'm waiting from Savita, queen g5, because it's a natural. First of all, we're following our plan to push pawn on h5. It's a first. Second, I'm keeping d2 square for my knight. Queen g5, and after a4, for example, I will play knight d2. Something like this. Okay, let's check. Yes. And Savita played queen g5, and now Contreras, Juan, Fiorella is thinking. Let's check Gayal Zoka against Alexandra Shvedova. Gayal Zoka going on the second place, 3 out 5, and right now this position on a board looks slightly better for white. Why it's like this? Because I can start to make a threats fast. I mean, I mean, knight b5 we can play, right? Knight b5, if bishop b5, queen b5, of course, with pair of bishops, always our position will be fine. Of course, Alexandra not will take knight. She will try to keep bishop as maximum as possible. So maybe queen b6 or queen c8, I don't know. And maybe now we can take on c6 and play knight d6 or directly. Tough to say. Okay, knight d6 probably. Bishop takes g2, king g2, and okay, knight on d6 square really very strong. But no weaknesses in black position, so he can play simply rook d8, and maybe take on d6. Yes, after capture, we can take by pawn and opening our dark square bishop. Mm, yeah, maybe it's equal. Maybe it's equal. Okay, let's will wait. How Gayal Zoka will play on this moment. So she played knight b5. Yes, her opponent played queen b6, and she took on c6. Gayal took on c6. Of course, queen takes c6. Yes, she did. Alexandra did it, and now waiting knight d6, right? Knight d6. But no, she played rook c1, like this. Okay, generally, of course, I like this move. Of course, for sure. We making improving move. We making develop move. Always it must be well, for sure. But but I'm trying to understand. My rook will be useful on c file. I thought to make knight d6, and after that to make double rooks on d file. Mm, But rook on c1 in front of opponent queen. Yeah, maybe it's also fine. Yeah. So, Gayal Zonka slightly pressing her opponent. So it will be also very interesting game. And third game, Klemenova Valer against Guyan Lin. So nothing special here. I think. Okay, we stop. Okay, and e5 she pushed her pawn. White took, and she took by knight like this. By knight. We discussed about pawn takes, and I said that knight d5 looks very well. By knight. By knight. Yeah, maybe it's better instead of d takes e5. Okay, so Valeria then played knight d4, rook b8, rook a d1, and bishop d7. So now this position. So looks well, honestly, for white. Knight d5 I can play, right? Knight d5, and after take, I will take by pawn, like this. Pawn on d5 is really very strong. Always, I'm planning maybe, and black need to control the e6 square because always knight e6 is coming. It's the first and second problem is c7 pawn. So I think white is really very well here. White is really very well. Okay, let's see how she will play Valeria, and Valeria playing bishop a3. Bishop a3. Bishop a3. Bishop a3. Oh, very interesting. Bishop a3. Bishop a3. Okay, maybe even like this. White position so well, even moves like bishop a3 we can make. Okay, so let's continue. What about our gentlemen's? How's they going? So of course we will check first of all leader Gurel Idis against Olenik Kampa. And wait, and and now I like Olenik position, but how it happens? Come on, Gurel, it is you are leader. You must press your opponent, not to play very passive. So of course it's a joke. Of course, they trying, or both of them trying to show the best. So c5, castles, knight e2, and we stop watching from here. And he played bishop a5. Why, my friend? What's the reason? No reason. Come on. No, like, No reason. In my opinion, we need to keep bishop on b4 as maximum as possible. And when white will spend a time, like queen b3, like a3, and after that we can go bishop a5. What's the reason to do it right now? Like we have so bad pieces like rook on 8 and bishop on c8. Maybe it's better to think how to improve them. Maybe bishop queen e7, I thought, attacking pawn. Let's say rook c1 and d6 now. Like playing like this, I can understand. I'm forcing white to take my pawn. Okay, bishop d6, and okay, playing this position. My next move will be bishop d7, rook c8, rook d8, and okay, just absolutely fine position, right? Okay, approximately my thoughts. But what's the reason to play bishop a5 immediately? No idea. So Olenik played queen d6, queen d8, h4. Yes, yes. Knight e5, c1, d6, and d6, capture, and bishop d6. Can you give me 1 second? d6, 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 d6. Okay, maybe d6 is fine. Maybe it's fine. Okay, take, h5. No, really, I like white position. Black spent so many moves. Queen h4 he played, and after that queen d8 he played. Bishop b4 he played, and after that bishop a5, bishop c7, and again bishop d6. Not sure. Not sure. But look, white pieces. All pieces made only one or two more moves. I mean, two moves. Okay, knight. Knight was on d4, and then he played knight d2. But other pieces, just look. Other pieces only made one move. In the opening, it's really very important. Very, very important. Okay, and what about Aldiar? For Aldiar, it's also a very important game. If he will win and Idis will lose, Aldiar will be leader of this under 14 category. And looks like his position is really very good. I like at least. When you're fixing pawn structure like this, Aldiar, it's always must be well for you. Always. You can bring your knight on e3, you can bring your knight on f4, on d4, everywhere. So looks really really very well looks. And also always we can push pawn on f3. We can push pawn on f3 and crush his pawn structure. So looks absolutely fine. And third game, Dei Shahil against Navumin Kamihei. And right now this position. I don't know how it's happened, but bishop on c1. He was on b2. What's the reason to keep bishop on c1 now? In my opinion, bishop must stay. Oh, okay, maybe he provoked f6. Wow, sorry. Yes, yes, yes. And okay, go back on b2 again. Control d4 square. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Okay. Okay, okay, okay. So let's continue. What about our ladies? Ladies. Contreras. Again, we're checking her game. She's leader and the most important game for her. She's playing by black color. It's really very important, and she's in some trouble. Only 3 minutes she have against 17 minutes of Savita. Wow, Savita pressing really very hard. Perfect. Okay. What was there after h4? A5. So we looked it. Even we discussed already. Queen g5. Contreras played queen d8, so it's absolutely natural move. She trying, if your opponent trying to play against your king, so simply try to trade pieces. So it's absolutely good move. Queen gc also absolutely good move, and knight e7. Knight e7. Okay, queen f4, and now a4. Again, queen c7. Knight f8. Knight f5 and g4, like this. G4. In my opinion, it's too much, no? Yes, I know for Savita it's very important game. She playing against a leader, and if she will win, she can improve her standings. Okay, maybe. If we will see from this fusion, yes, maybe she's right. Yes, risky. Yes, maybe it's too risky, very much. But if you want to win, so no choice. We must go forward. We must make a threats, and we need to force opponent to make mistakes. So okay, I like it. What was then? F6. So counterattack queen d2, knight d6. But after f6, we can discuss about this position. Black made so many weaknesses in his position. So honestly, I'm not sure. So okay, just simply we can play knight g3, and after that, okay, we always trying to press h5 or g5. This weaknesses is really very dangerous for myself. Okay, so knight g3, it was in the game. Knight c4, queen is hanging, queen e2, queen f4. Okay, queen on f4 really very useful. So we need to leave him. But how we can do it, I don't know. Maybe queen d3, something like knight e2, like this. Oh, wait, g4 is hanging. Sorry, I forgot about g4 pawn. So, Savita played p3. Okay, looks natural. Capture, and knight a5. Oh, okay, I got her idea. So she attacking two pawns. G4 pawn is hanging and b3 pawn is hanging. Okay, and knight d2. Okay, maybe even only move. We're saving b3 pawn and g4 pawn. Okay, and rook e8. Last black move was rook e8. What's idea? Probably e5. Rook a1. Knight is hanging. Knight c6. Give me a second. Knight on a5. Yes, pressing. Yes, bit disturbing us. But generally, he's not so great. But from another, no any other option. Okay. So rook a1 maybe is fine. Rook a1, knight c6. Yes, and rook a6 immediately. D8. Oh. No. Knight d8. Come on. 5 pieces out 6 on the last rank. Of course, it must be well. Just, okay. So rook a6, knight d8, knight f1, knight e7. Okay, what was then? And now, okay. And now Savita is thinking. She have 15 minutes, Contreras almost 2 minutes. Wow. Okay, what about Zoka? Gal Zoka against Alexandra Shvedova. And right now this position, this position. So, and I don't see any special things here. So black can take on c5. Okay, by pawn, no need to discuss. Okay, we'll leave it immediately. So question between a bishop c5 or rook c5. Bishop c5 or rook c5. Rook c5. Rook c5. I'm a bit worried about rook d7. He will make some counterattack. Like this, like this. No fear. No fear again going forward. Yeah, okay. Maybe for this reason, I prefer to take by bishop. Bishop takes c5. Okay, looks absolutely normal. My next move, rook ac8. And after that, some small window for my king. And after that, I will go forward like queen f3 and some checkmates and something like this. But let's check how Shvedova played. Shvedova was thinking. Shvedova was thinking. She have almost 8 minutes against 4 minutes of Gael Zoka. Okay, and what about third game? Nguyen against Kleimenova Valeria. So it was a Dutch variation, and now last black move was f4. So black trying to get some counterattack. As a way, white will win easily. F4, okay, f4 no threats. I can ignore it. I can make some moves. Maybe maybe b4, maybe a4, something like this. It's absolutely normal position for white. Yeah, looks absolutely well. Okay, what about gentlemen's now? Let's check. Gurel Idis. Gurel Idis. Gurel Idis. Oh, in big trouble. Wow. Leader getting a losing position. Or maybe already, yeah, maybe already he got losing position. Wait, bishop on f6, pawn on g7, always rook h7, queen h3, queen g8, king h1, queen h8, checkmate. Looks really very scary. For example, okay, any move, bishop b5. Take with a simple idea to checkmate rook h8. Check. Check. Capture. And the rook. Yes, of course it's simple, but looks like winning position. And okay, even without rook h7, even I can play queen h3 and checkmate. Oh. Let's quickly check Aldiar game. If he will win in this round, in this match, he will be leader of the tournament. And I don't see any any chances to win this game. Slightly better, yes. He's out of risk, yes. But any chances to win? Not sure. Okay, so knight is hanging on c6. Knight is hanging on c6. Probably he will take or will leave. Leave somewhere, knight e5. In my opinion, no reason, because we can take on e6. Even knight e6, even rook e6 is also possible, right? Yes. So and what to do? Rook takes e6 probably, right? Okay, at least we're getting pawn up, and okay, maybe not easy to win, but anyway, at least we are pawn up. Yes, so I'm a bit worried about knight takes d4. Knight takes d4, and now we need to make decision. Take by pawn or take by queen? Take by pawn or take by queen? Okay, let's capture king g8, and then what then? Nothing special. I don't see something. Maybe some g4, something like this. Try to push, take. Maybe bishop takes, like this. So Aldiar try to make something g4. Okay, let's check what was in the game. Yeah, it's, this position on a board right now. Yes, and Aldiar is thinking he have 3 minutes against 5 minutes. Yeah, okay, I don't see any other possibilities. I don't see any other possibilities. So I mean, if we want to take, if we want to play for win, so I think we need to go forward. No choice. No choice. G4 and make some threats. And let's check sword game, and sword game between Navum Kamihei against Dei Shahil. And I think Shahil in some trouble. Knight on b5 is almost ideal. Supporting pawn. Queen going on d5. Yes, of course it's not winning, but I think white is really very well here. Really very well here. Okay, let's check. Oh, Oleinik Kampa won, leader of the tournament, Guriel Idis. And he won. Look, his last move was so nice. Queen takes h6. All of us, even myself, we're dreaming to make a move like this. Queen takes h6, sacrifice a queen, and after that, our opponent will resign. Perfect. Perfect. So good. So good. Okay. Once again, let's check Aldiar position, and oh, Aldiar, okay. I think he missed. He wanted to push pawn on g4, but suddenly by mouse he took h pawn and he pushed his pawn on h4. Yeah, okay. It's a joke, but anyway. Let's see, ladies. Still all three games is going. Okay, starting from leader. Contreras against Sri Savita. And Contreras is pawn up. Wow. But how it's happened? We stopped watching. Yeah, here. Knight d8, knight f1, knight f7, knight e3, knight h6. Correct. Rook a7. Wait, my friend. What's the reason to play rook a7? Rook a7 b4, queen c2. Oh, no. Simply, she lost a pawn. And 2 pawns. g4, h pawn. Yeah, Savita. But timings. Don't forget about. Oh, it's too much. Yes. Okay, position right now like this. 11 minutes of Savita and only 14 seconds. 14 seconds. It's not same. 11 against 14. No, 11 minutes against 14 seconds. but generally, of course, black is pawn up, and generally, of course, in a classical game, I think it's easily winning, and most of players will resign in this position. But we're playing rapid games, rapid tournaments, so everything can happen. And if you remember, even in the first round, which we looked, Elan, when he played Rook d8 and he lost a queen in one move. So everything can happen. So for this reason, we love our game. So till the end, it's still absolutely unclear our complex positions. So what was then? Mm, Queen G6. Of course, Savita will try to save a queen. Queen G4. Okay, Knight H7. And look at immediately she missing Knight F4. Yes, as I told you, ladies and gentlemen, you need to keep balance. You cannot get a winning position, but no time. In time pressure, believe me, you can easily make mistake. At same time, you cannot to play really very fast because you will get easily losing position. So you must to keep some balance. And of course, Knight F4 is coming, I think. Yes. Hmm. Only one chance was for white, and like Contreras missing this idea. Queen f6, knight e6, knight e6. Even yeah. Uh Knight h7 and knight e7. She missed it. She missed it. Knight e6 immediately also. And now is black to move, right? Yeah, take black to move, and black played simply rook e7. Rook e7 takes, and now white to move. White to move, rook is hanging on e1. We cannot take somewhere. So where? Rook a1 maybe? No. We need to focus on the weaknesses. And the weaknesses in opponent position, yes, we need to play rook e5. For sure. Rook e5 always must be well. We're taking d5, we're taking g5. Yes. Yeah, and Savita played it. And Savita made it. Very interesting. Let's think. Let's see. Gayal Zorka against Alexandra Shvedova. Gayal going on the second place. So, what about this position? By material, I'm counting pawns 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yes, okay. By material, it's equal. And okay, generally it also must be equal. Even maybe slightly black I like. Because some weaknesses in white position. Pawn on b3 will be weak, and pawn on e5. No, generally it's nothing special, but like at least we're keeping it in our mind. Yes, so she's thinking, and she made the move. Rook e4. Huh. Rook e4. Rook e4. Okay, looks normal move. Probably her opponent will play rook b8, right? Yeah, okay. Anyway, I not see any problems for black, even for white also. And the third game is Klemenova Valeria against Nguyen Lin Dan. These girls for now going not so great, but still, of course, they fighting and they have some chances to be top 3 if they will start to win from today, from even now game. Last Nguyen move was bishop b3, rook is hanging, pawn on a4 is hanging, but Valeria is pawn up simply. Valeria simply is pawn up. Pawn up. Yeah, maybe. But what to do? I'm trying to keep my pawn like this. Take a5, but rook d4 is coming. Rook d4 is coming, b4, e4 is hanging, and yeah, black winning pawn, right? Black winning pawn. So not so pleasant. So then what to do? Then what to do? Okay, let's check how Valeria played. And Valeria, no, sorry. Valeria played rook d3. Like this. Maybe I'm missing something. If I will take, what then? Bishop takes a4. Bishop takes a4. Not getting something. Okay, bishop, let's check. Bishop takes a4, probably, yes. Rook a1. I think Valeria bit nervous is in this position. Anyway, like, my point, how I'm thinking. Okay, what will be next black move? Probably bishop b5 anyway, right? So what's the reason to help him to play rook a1? I can make any other, let's say, some improvement moves. Rook a1, not sure. Bishop b5, and now rook d6, capture. Oh, it's too much. It's too much. Rook d8. Rook d8 and e2 is hanging. d6 is hanging. Valeria, what you doing? In time pressure, she making mistakes. Yeah. So, okay, she played rook d1, take, rook d2, and bishop c4. Oh, even bishop c4. So good. Fantastic. What's the idea? Idea to play bishop d5. Let's say, I don't know, any move. King g2, bishop d5 capture, and rook takes d6. And next move, we're winning your bishop anyway. Perfect. So, okay, what to say? Nguyen playing really very well in seconds. Really very well. I like it. Perfect. And what's again? Let's check Contreras. Contreras is winning. Contreras is winning. Simply peace up. But how it's happened? Can we check quickly? So we stop watching in this moment after rook e5, and it looks absolutely fine for white. But how Contreras got rook up? Queen b4, knight c5. Come on, Savita. You have 10 minutes. 10 minutes and again seconds of the opponent. So search some active possibilities. What you doing? Knight c5. No, I hate it. I meaning, like, my point is very simple. When I have, let's say, some potentially chances attack opponent king, so I will try to bring all my pieces on the king side. And what's the reason to play knight c5? It cannot must be well. I meaning, like, we're living from a side where we're stronger. Okay, rook f8, check. It was in the game. Queen d2, check. King h2, check. King g3, check. Oh, she missed the rook like this. Oh, Savita. Yeah, and finish. Let's try to. Why not f4? At least to keep like this, no? Oh, queen e2 checkmate is good. Yeah. Okay. So one around is she's rook up. Yes, still maybe technical, accurate, technically accurate. She need to play, but of course with rook up, it's everything is fine. And what about Gayal? Gayal Zokam. So Gayalni, I think, improved her position. Her king is active, her rook is active, and potential pass pawn on b file. Oh, I like white position. I'm thinking that it must be draw, but at least white improve his position. Okay, very nice. Okay, and what about boys? So as we know, Deishahil won. Deishahil won. Let's check how it's happened. So position was like this. Yes, okay. Navumin Kamehe played queen d5. Shahil trying to keep queens. Correct. Knight c7. Again attack. Knight f8. So knight e6. So totally winning, no? Exchange up already. F4. Knight takes d8. Rook takes d8. Rook takes e5. Oh, but okay, I can understand. Take, and the king is not so safe, right? Rook e8, queen b2. Queen b2, okay. And over. G3 pawn is not saved. Yeah. Okay, Dave Shahil. Luckily, but you won. Mihai, what to say? No words, honestly, no words. So you must play without any chances, no any contrary for your opponent in a good position. You was exchange up, then pawn up, and you can't to give counter attack like this. I don't know how, but okay, take rook e8, but okay, just keep your queen somewhere, maybe queen f4. But why you living on b2? What he doing there even? Queen f4, for example. I don't know, check. And now we have a choice. Maybe king f3, maybe king f1. It's not so dangerous position for us, right? Okay. And third game is Ansat Aldiar against Makridis Dimitrius, and position right now like this. By material is equal. So it looks like easily draw, right? This G3 and that's all. Let's check. Yeah. Dimitrios. Okay, it's happened and it's drawn now. Yes. So, what we can say? We can say that right now, two players is the leader. Gurel Idis after losing his game against Oleni Kampa, and Ansat Aldiar. It was half points difference between them. 4.5, I think. And 4 of Algier, and now both of them going 5, 5, and sorry, it's no, sorry, 4.5 points out 6. Very good, very good. It will be interesting fight between two these young players. Okay, boys is over all the games, and what about girls? Gala still playing. Oh, and she got a big advantage. Somehow she won a pawn. And now to connecting pawn against one pawn. Oh, it looks really very well. And if she will win, uh no, okay, no. Even if she will win, okay, she will be still second because Contreras won also her game. But it's really very important, of course, very important game. Let's check. King g4, rook b4, and okay, king somewhere, king h5 or king h3. So she decided to play king h3. Okay, then what? Then no move. Alexandra Shvedova is thinking. Alexandra Shvedova is thinking and trying to decide how to play. Maybe push pawn e4 immediately, or maybe keep pawn still on e5. Let's see. And okay, and she played rook b8. Honestly, I like really I like this move. Why? I want to keep my rook on e8, and after that push my pawn on e4 and e3 like this. And rook from e8 is really very useful. So for white, it's good to block this pawn. But how? If you will block by rook, okay, your rook will be passive. So maybe Alexandra Shvedova played really very well. Really very well. Okay, Zoka move. And still she's thinking. Okay. Very interesting. Very interesting how she will play. Okay, and she pushed her pawn. But wait, checks is coming, no? Check. Yeah, checks is coming. No, I think it's draw. No. I can't imagine that this position white can win. No, never. Yes. Check again. King e3, check again, I guess. Yes, king d2. And black simply can play this position. You know how? They can keep rook on the fourth rank. Simply. Rook b4, and white cannot improve his position. Rook f5, check. Okay, king e6, and pawn on g4 is hanging. Yeah, it's an easily draw. Look, like this. Rook b4, and no progress for white. Rook g8, I'm immediately attacking your rook. You cannot leave, I will take pawn on g4. If you will make me check on f5, okay, with my pleasure, I will play king f5. And again, pawn is hanging. Yeah. King g5, rook g5, sorry, and again back. Yeah, it's draw. Okay, let's check how Alexandra played. Oh wait, how happened? Yeah, okay, king e3, rook b3 check, king d2, check again, king c3, and now rook h2. But rook h2, I'm a bit worried. What about rook f5, king e6, h5? And white can start to push their pawns, right? Oh, I'm a bit worried, honestly, about this. Yes, of course, I can understand that Alexandra in seconds is really very tough to find correct way. It's like, like always GMs are saying that attacking is much easier than defending. So always it's like this. So let's continue. Gael Zoka made a check, correct. King g7 and simply pushing her pawns. h5, rook g2, check, and rook g6. Oh no. Okay, yes, sure. I automatically I want to play rook g6, but no reason right now to do it because we simply can improve our king with a simple idea to play king e4 and maybe win a pawn on e5. Rook g1. So probably king e4, right? Or even king e3, also possible with the idea to play king f2, remove knight, and rook takes e5. It's, in my opinion, it's also possible. Why not? But of course, that's wait. It's rapid and everything can be happen. So let's see. Both girls must play accurate, of course. So we'll check. What was then? King e4, pawn is hanging. Rook e1 check. King f5. E4, and probably king f4, right? Yes. E3 and rook e5. I'm waiting. Or what? Oh no, king f3. Okay, even like this. Anyway, one king easily stopping pawn. If black will play e2, king f2, and winning pawn on e2. If king h6, at least rook g6 always. Yeah, position is very well. So let's anyway we'll check king h6, rook g6 check. Simply okay. Now this position, and I guess this will be something like rook e6, and yeah, position is losing. Okay, so let's check. Clemente Valeria lost against Nguyen Lin. We stop watching something here. Okay, wow, yeah, I remember we played bishop a3, c5, d5. Valeria with pawn up. Valeria is pawn up. She outplayed really very well her opponent, but she lost the game. Knight f3. It's absolutely natural. Take, check, and Valeria lost this position. Come on, Valeria. Okay. Ah, yes. Sorry. Yes. I remember this position. Yeah. Oh. So as usual, of the main problem of young is concretization. They easily getting winning position, but cannot convert the winning game. Sorry. Okay, and rest on Nguyen. And what about Contreras? And Contreras, our leader of this event of under 14, girls under 14. She's won this game, and she's still leader of the tournament. And what about this game? And this game looks easily winning, 2 pawns up, and white to move. If I mean, at least in this position, if black to move will be easily draw, but white to move, and white will play something like rook g6, king h4. It's typical idea like this, and h6, and the pawns are running very easily. G5, rook g7, h7, g6, like this. They easily going forward. Yes, and it's happened in the game. So Gal Zoka probably will win this position, and she's still going on the second place after Contreras. Let's anyway, we'll check till the end. Rook 8, Alexandra played, and okay, we're waiting g5 simply, but king f4 there. Okay, any move honestly winning. Okay, even king f4, even g5, any move is fine here. So Alexandra played rook f8 check, and king going forward, king e5. Anyway, we will play g5, rook g7, h7. Okay, so it's I think will be over very soon. So what was then? Rook 8, h7, yeah. Even like this, possible rook h8, and we will play rook g7. Yeah, and after that g5, g6, and finito la comedy. So maybe not so great my Italiana pronunciation, but I hope you understood myself. Okay, rook h8, rook g7, and king f5. Now I see. Yeah. So king g6, rook g8. Yeah. So, and Alexandra resigned. So congrats to Gal Zoka. Still, she's going on a second place, and still very big fight is going. So let's check some other running games. Rachkova, Mishra Abhimanyu Rachkova not played. I don't know why. And one more game was Eaton against Dao Kwang. They playing this position, and was, as we know, is a leader of their category, but position is not so great. But okay, I mean, like his position is not winning. His position is not winning, but I think he controlling game, and he can make a draw. And I see already a few times he offered draw, but still they playing. His opponent not accepting. Of course, it looks logical. We spawn up, we need to play, right? For sure, for sure. Okay, so what was then? C3. So was in cutting white king. King b5. E4. E4. No, nothing special. Okay, he will take, and I don't see any progress for white. King takes, pawn takes, rook takes e4, and okay, again we can play rook c2, rook c1, something like this. So Vas Eaton played rook c8, king b4, again rook c1, okay, and rook c4, and rook c4. Okay, we can make any move. Let's say, I don't know, rook d1, and after that king e6, king f5, and it will be easy draw, right? Okay, no, he made a check, king c3, and now we can go forward, right? King e6, check, king f5, check, and okay, who cares about checks? And simply king e4, then rook f1, and okay, forcing him to take pawn on g6, and after king f4 it will be drawn. Yeah. Okay, but no, Vas was playing differently, and he just making checks, and he bring his opponent king on e2. Yeah, of course. Anyway, it's dead draw, but at least it's some progress for white. When king was on the queen side, it was easy. It's still easy, of course, but slightly, but white improved. Okay. Okay. Okay, right now this position. So any move, king, rook d1, we can play rook d8, we can play. No any problems for black in this position. Rook d7, rook c6. Rook e7 check. So king f3 he played, and again somewhere rook a7 he played. Check, and okay, of course king g7. Of course king g7. I don't see any progress, really. I don't see any progress for white. So somehow to bring a king on e6, I mean, like this position, somehow if we can bring our king on e6, and after that threatening to play rook d7, some chances, maybe only like this I see. Nothing else. Nothing else. And Vas Eaton also understanding this thing and simply cutting white king on the third rank. So he played a rook a4. Check. Oh, king f8 or king g8 somewhere. Black will play, and nothing special. Nothing special. Okay, we'll wait some few more minutes. I think it will be draw very soon, but still they fighting, they playing, and we'll wait. It's the last, I think, I'm checking, last running games. Yes, already other as the game is finished. So, and boys, can you imagine, boys under 10, they playing still latest game. So good, so good. I love it. Okay, so let's check what happenings. So, oh, okay. So white bring his king on d5. Nothing special, but at least king on d5. So we can play rook b5, rook d5, check. Any move is fine, right? So Vas Itan made a check, check, king d6, right, or something. Yeah, and okay, any move again, rook e7 or rook a7. Mm-mm-mm. Okay, okay, okay. Oh, so we got this position. So we're threatening to play rook d7 check. But was controlling these things, and simply he making check, check, king b7 even. Wow, king b7. And okay, easy draw. Let's show you. Is a rook a5, king somewhere, and rook f5. And look at your opponent like this, and just just play king g7, king, I don't know, king f7. No progress. We can't open a king, and if white rook living, we will take on f4. So in my opinion, it's very easy. But king on c8 now. I'm a bit worried that white will play king d8, and after that king e8, something like this, and checkmate is coming. So be careful. Yeah. So right now this position, black off a draw again, and the white still thinking. White still okay, and accepting draw finally. Again, so interesting games and so interesting situations going in this event. It's not like only one, some strongest players only showing the best way. All of them trying really very hard and showing really very interesting games. So we look today games under 10 and under 14, so it's really very interesting, and I'm enjoying, and I hope you enjoying also with myself. Once again, thank you for all of you. Follow us, look at, make comments, likes, and everything in YouTube and Chess24, and it will be really very big pleasure for us. Thank you very much, and see you tomorrow. Goodbye.